Today we're going to compare the Bugaboo Butterfly and the Leclerc Influencer, two higher-end ultra-compacts that share a significant advantage versus the wider market in terms of their sturdy builds and larger-than-average seat dimensions, but which are otherwise quite different in design. So let's jump straight into it then, looking at the advantages and disadvantages of each model in turn, and focusing on their differences in terms of child comfort, ease of use, longevity, and driving characteristics, before ending with a discussion of under what conditions and uses one might make a better purchase over the other. And starting off with the Butterfly, the model clocks in at 7.3 kilos and folds down to a cabin luggage acceptable 45 by 23 by 54 centimeters. When it comes to child comfort, the Butterfly seat has a width of 34 centimeters and a total length of 121, which includes both a 56 centimeter backboard and a strong 20 centimeter adjustable leg rest, two factors that extend the amount of time a child will have an optimally comfortable reclined position. Looking at other qualities with the seat, the Butterfly doesn't have a full flat recline, though the angle is still quite suitable for napping, and the canopy provides decent sun coverage in terms of its length, though I do wish that they would have added flaps to cover up the ventilation mesh. Having been on the market for a while now, there is one downside to note, however, and that's that there have been several complaints that the seat liner wears down a bit too quickly, though in my opinion, this is well weighed out by the seat's other positive attributes. Looking at parent comfort, the Butterfly's handle stands at a non-adjustable but decently tall 103 centimeters, while the shopping basket is a bit larger, sturdier, and more accessible than average. Folding the model is quite easy, and the chassis has a sturdy, rigid, and symmetrical feel that's unlikely to get fiddly or rickety from loosening over time. When it comes to carrying, the Butterfly's footrest doubles as a handle, and it also has a shoulder strap, though personally, I find the handle a more comfortable means of carrying the model as the strap's a bit short. Looking at longevity, the Butterfly has a strong, reinforced structure with good horizontal support and also has simple mechanisms internally, in terms both of the folding system itself as well as peripheral elements like the brake system, making for little risk of developing internal mechanical problems down the line. Lastly, when it comes to driving, though the Butterfly does have some degree of suspension, the size of the front wheels, at 4.7 inches, means that the model will really only feel comfortable to use over smoother terrain. That being said though, within a smoother environment, the more durable than average build of the chassis makes it quite capable of tackling all-day, everyday use without any real risk of substantial loosening or wearing down too quickly. Moving on, the Influencer clocks in at a lighter 6.6 kilos, but folds down to a larger 56 by 24 by 47 centimeters, the model still fitting within the IATA's guidelines for cabin luggage as long as you remove the rear wheels. When it comes to the seat, the Influencer's dimensions are slightly smaller than the Butterfly's, though still larger than the wider market, with a width of 33 centimeters, a total length of 114, and where, like the Butterfly, the lengths of the backboard and leg rest are also a bit jumbo-sized. On top of this, the Influencer has a deeper recline than the Butterfly and provides decent canopy coverage, though the model also unfortunately lacks flaps to cover its extended ventilation section. And while I haven't seen any reports of wear problems with the textiles, several parents have noted that smaller children, younger than a year, tend to slide forwards a bit in the seat due to the middle strap of the harness being positioned a bit too far forwards in relation to the backboard. Looking at parent comfort, the Influencer's handle stands a bit shorter than the Butterfly's, at 100 centimeters, and the shopping basket is also significantly smaller, less accessible, and less weight capable, holding only 3 kilos versus the Butterfly's 8. When it comes to folding, the Influencer also has a sturdy, rigid build and feel, but folds down a lot easier thanks to the model's auto-folding system, involving only a single, handle-located action to set a process in motion whereby the stroller folds itself. Once folded, the Influencer doesn't have a shoulder strap, but the bumper bar has been positioned to use as a handle, with the added benefit that it's automatically in the right position for carrying, while this is only the case with the Butterfly's handle if one begins with the leg rest raised up. Looking at the Influencer's durability, despite the auto-folding capability, the model is only slightly more complex internally than the Butterfly, while its chassis is more or less equally robust, being constructed with thicker than average bars and sturdy connection points, but feeling perhaps just a tad looser in a few areas, such as the handle and the connection of the rear wheels. Lastly, when it comes to driving, the Influencer's slightly larger front wheels and better suspension allow it to negotiate broken sidewalks, lawn, and other lighter rough conditions better than the Butterfly, though regular use in such conditions will still be unpleasant and will accelerate wear to the chassis. So which of these models should you get then? For most situations, provided that you will be using the model in smoother environments, my preference here leans towards the Butterfly, for the slightly smaller fold and bigger seat, better basket, slight increase in durability, and also for the better known reputation of the brand. That being said, despite Leclerc being a relative newcomer to the market, the Influencer is definitely also a well-made stroller, and if you're very partial to its auto-folding system, need that slight boost in terrain capability, and are buying an ultra-compact for a child preferably over a year old, then it's also a model well worth going for. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as this sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews for both of them that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.